Hey, what up? This is another episode of the Be Blunt podcast. But listen, I've man, this week has been a really dope, eye-opening experience for me. Right, this week especially, I take pride in you know being able to evaluate myself and make adjustments as I see that how I could get better, right? And this week was way better than last week. Last week I was focusing on the wrong things. I was putting my energy in places where I didn't need to put the energy. And this week, all of my energy has been involved in like being creative and putting up new flyers and giving opportunities to other comedians because I believe that I'm going to be an OG at some point. I'm going to be the veteran that's going to be looking out for up and coming comedians. And me being doing it 5 years is not a lot to a lot of people, but to me, I'm on my way to my 6 year anniversary, July 4th. So I feel like I'm getting over the hump of understanding my voice. And that was what I wanted to get into immediately, right? Is this last past week, multiple people have come up to me and was like, we love the way you do not change for anyone. And when they see me on stage, they're like, yo, that's him doing him. It's not me being anybody else, me trying to mimic anybody else, me trying to sound like anybody else. I'm actually up there now working on actual material about me. And it's difficult because a lot of times you're gonna have to get up there and squeeze blood from an orange, but there's there's something there. You have to just pick apart the good pieces and add those good pieces together. So for all of the comedians, all of the people that came up to me and said that they noticed, you know, the consistency or the drive or the commitment to a bit, like all of those things mean a lot to me because that is my intention, right? That is my goal is to now do things at a high level, right? Take risks that some individuals are not, comfortable with taking, because I look at it like these open mics are just that. They're open mics. When I go to a paid show, I'm not doing open mic material. I'm not like, well, let me go off the top of my head and see if I can come up with something at a paid show. That's how you don't get rebooked, right? That's how you don't get rebooked. I'm focusing on when I go to these open mics, I'm trying the shit that I think is funny. I'm trying the shit that I think that happened. Maybe that this instance in my life can now be used into um, material. And sometimes that shit doesn't go well because it's brand new. And I don't have a feeling of like, oh, well, I'm not doing well at the open mic. Bitch, I know. That's what the open mic is for you to figure it out. So when you do get a paid show, it is fine tuned. I think people all just want to kill at open mics. Like, yeah, nigga, I kill. I be killing at the open mics. I be killing. Like, if you killing at every open mic, that you not working on material. I'm gonna say that again. If you are not doing good, I mean, if you are just killing it, right? Every mic you've ever done, you're just killing it. Then guess what? You've made it. You've arrived, sir. But guess what? You still got to do the open mics, you dumbass. You have to put yourself in a position to fail in order to get better. Like, and that's just me speaking about me. I don't know what you want to do with your life, but I know that I am willing to go and say this bit is going to be about women, and I'm going to talk 5 minutes about women and see what nuggets I can pull out of my thoughts, out of my setups, out of like just this is how my process works. I have a solid 15 minutes of a good stand-up routine, 15 minutes. I got a good 25 to where I can go on the road now and start featuring. And that's part of going to these open mics and being like, yo, let me try this. And you're not going to get the right reaction from the people because a lot of time it's comics that are fucking there waiting for their opportunity. And that's okay. It's getting the reps. It's that muscle memory. It's that working in the gym after a show, right? Like, I'll be watching and listening to Kobe, and I remember him being a ball hog. I remember people not liking him, but you know what? For that motherfucker to go play ball, and then right after the motherfucking game, go to the gym and shoot 1,000 shots, that's me right now. That's me right now trying to figure it out. I'm going to a show, do my show. I'm in San Antonio. I turn around and drive to Austin to do a mic just so I can get them extra free throws at the end of the game. I'm out here working, man. This work, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing, though. I don't want kudos for fucking doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm proud of the fact that I am making waves upon myself, putting my own pride on my back, putting my creative juices, putting comics that I think that are amazing. Like I'm trying to create something here. And I see a lot of different areas and a lot of different comedians and a lot of different groups that are creating their own thing too. And kudos to them, man. I'm proud of every one of y'all, man. No, like not a malice bone in my body, man. I'm extremely proud of every person that is putting on shows because it's not easy to do it. So I'm rooting for each and every one of you. I hope that your shows sell the fuck out. I hope that you help bring more people to the city, and I believe that shit. And I hope that you guys start believing that shit in every one of us. We should be able to show up for some of our peers. You don't have to stay. You don't have to bring in 1,000 people, but to come to the show and be like, "Yo, I saw you. What's up? That's cool." That means the world to people. Just to show up and be like, "Yo, I see what you're doing, man, and I wanna support by just coming to say what's up." I think we need more of that. The more we get the better our fucking scene will be. Like July 25th, man, I'm trying to do an all urban. Nah, it's not even all urban, just black comedians doing comedy and on 6th Street. I'm trying to do black comedy on 6th Street. So if you are black and you live in Austin or the surrounding areas, we need you to come to the show. It is at Shakespeare's. That is on 6th Street. It is at fucking 7, man, the July 25th. I'm saying it again. We need to represent for our people too, man. We need to. It's important. We need to support one another. So come out to the shows and represent, man. Like, I'm looking at this podcast that I do, and I get on here and I talk, but you know what? I'm gonna look back at this in a couple of years and be like, yo, everything that I said, I did. Everything that I said I was gonna do, I did. And I'm meeting so many great comedians, man. I'm meeting so many dope comedians, man. And we just need an opportunity to be put in front of the right eyes. You get in front of the right eyes, man, it's going to do wonders. I'm proud of everybody, man. We out here getting it. We out here getting it. Tampa, man, I'm super excited to come back and be at the Funny Bone, man. That's my third show at the Funny Bone. I'm forever grateful to be able to go back and do the show there. I hope this show turns out like an amazing turnout, and I think we will. I think we're gonna do fine. Um, I got some buddies coming with me, man. Super exciting. Um, it's time for me to figure this out, right? I have a short amount of time before school starts. The kids go back to school, and when them kids go back to school, man, my attitude about comedy changes. It shifts. I'm still gonna go hard. I'm still gonna promote. I'm still gonna be out there, creating shows, but I'm not gonna be out as much. I'm gonna take a step back until next summer, right? And this is gonna be like, here's your opportunity um, to build with your family. That part of me is very important, and I don't want it to be an excuse why. Well, I can't do this because of like that shit is excuses, and we don't make excuses over here. I used to make excuses, and that was when I was younger. But when you get older, you realize that excuses only hinder you in the long run. You have to be solution based, not excuse based. Once you find your solutions, then you know where you need to go, and that's how I'm tackling comedy. I'm tackling comedy with a solution based scenario. I'm like, what are your goals and what do you want to get out of this? And are you doing what you say you want to do to get you where you want to go? And right now, I'm kicking up dust, nigga. I'm putting my foot on them niggas' necks. That's what the fuck I'm doing. And we're gonna have a good time doing it. I just know what it is that I want for me, my brand, my people. Like I see it vividly. I want to be the chocolate sundaes of Austin. I want to be the Mundy Rays of Austin. And that's my goal. And we're going to make it happen because I'm already doing it. We're already creating opportunities for comedians. Like, we got shows right now where I'm looking at little small cities, man. Be on the lookout. We're gonna have shows in little areas, and we're gonna make this bread. We're gonna make this bread, and we're gonna bring out comedians. We're gonna bring out comedians because I have connection with these comedians. So we just gonna keep working continuously, and hopefully we get some support from other comedians, people in the community, and if we don't get opportunities one way, we got to create them. We got to create them, and we got to continuously put our name out there because I'm going to say this because I don't think I say this enough. You as a comedian should be promoting for yourself at all times. You are a walking fucking job. And if you're not out there promoting for yourself, the club, I mean, they can put your picture up and you can be seen by people, but they're not going to make them people like you. You have to do that. You have to be you have to be accessible to these fans in order for you to be able to build your fan base. Like even doing this right here, like this is my way of putting out content weekly saying, hey, these are my thoughts. This is it ain't no diary, but it is my thoughts in video form. And I'm focusing on making sure that I stay accountable to the things that I say. And if I say them and they're recorded, I can look back and say, you know what? You said you were going to do that and you did that. You said you were going to do this and you did that as well. Look at this, you calling your shots off the backboard, because that's literally how I do things. I'd be like, yo, I'm about to do this, this, and this. And then when it happened, people would be like, yo, you called that shit. You said off the backboard, hit the floor, windmill. You know what I'm saying? Comedy is my favorite thing to do. Comedy is going to put my children through college. Comedy is going to buy my next house. Comedy is going to be the reason why I bring joy to people across the country. And I'm already doing it now. I'm already doing it now. And I know so many fellow comedians that are traveling the country right now doing the same thing that I'm doing. With the same, maybe not even the same goals, right? But to maybe so, because just to make people laugh and bring joy to people is a lot of comics. A lot of comics. We are a special breed, man, and to travel around and see comedians and be like, yo, you ever heard of blah blah blah? You be like, yo, shit beast. You ever heard of such and such? Yo, that motherfucker be killing. Or to hear comedians be like, you heard about so and so? Heard that motherfucker was trash. You know what I'm saying? They be like, that nigga stunk up the joint. You don't want to be those, you don't want to have those calls, man. You want to be like, yo, she did good. He did well. Because they will burn your ass, nigga. They will be out there like, you heard you stunk up the joint, yeah, I mean? That shit be funny. And I don't expect everybody to win every time, man. I know sometimes you're not gonna win. Sometimes you're gonna have to just, you know what I'm saying, bunt the ball. You may not be able to hit a home run, but get on base, my nigga. All right, man. I'm gonna cut this one short because it is already 2:30 in the morning on Thursday, which the show normally is done on Wednesday night. So. Hey, I'm gonna head up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got a nice, we got a couple of shows coming up. Let me plug them real quick. This Friday, we're at the Reggae Bar. Tomorrow, we ain't gonna do that one. Where we at? Tampa, June 20th. Man, buy tickets. Come out to the show. It's me, a bunch of Kill Tony people that have been on the show. That would be dope. What else? Man, that's it. I'll holler at y'all niggas on the flip side.